purple belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mr. Shivaraj.
Check your exposure and the sun inside it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match. Let's see how this goes down. First round, 10 minutes. Fayaz, blue corner. Ashik, red corner. Final match for the gold medal. Let's see how this goes down. Both of them are very calm, collected, technically sound for the amount of time they've been training. Both of them come from excellent camps. Fayaz from Superhuman Gym and Ashik from Institute of Jiu-Jitsu. Our referee in the cage, Mr. Shivaraj, professional MMA fighter and purple belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Feeling each other out are Ashik and Fayaz. Fayaz gets 2 unders. Let's see how both of them are able to use their physical attributes. Fayaz having the longer limbs, which is excellent when you're throwing up submissions, and Fayaz is shorter and stocky comparatively, which could mean good takedowns and top control. Momentarily disengage. Again, Fayaz tries to go for the underhooks. I'm not sure why he's not changing it to a body lock, getting an outside trip, trying to take it to the floor. But he's content. Tries to drag him to the floor. Does Fayaz. Not successful, as Ashik was having none of it. And Ashik just sits back down. Fayaz controlling the ankles. Ashik momentarily used the knee shield now, trying to get him in his guard. Keeping his guard active. Tries to go for the back, does Ashik. Fayaz trying to turn into Ashik's guard, but he's not turned in all the way. Ashik can still threaten with a rear naked choke, which now he has taken mount. Fayaz is stuck because, like I said before, the long limbs that Ashik has would work very well going for a rear naked. Turning into Ashik is Fayaz. Ashik straightening out Fayaz's arm. Almost on mount is Ashik, and he is on mount. Securing his position is Ashik. Tries to go for an armbar, almost loses position as well, but comes back up and reclaims his position on mount, does Ashik. There is 6 minutes left in the round. Ashik has the back, throws up body triangle. Fayaz defending very nicely, does not let Ashik get the back, has him pressed against the cage, now is in guard. I am very happy to see this kind of patience, a calm demeanor and technique from these boys. Obviously they come from great training camps, One comes from Institute of Jiu-Jitsu, Bangalore, and one comes from Superhuman Gym, Manipal. Fayaz, Manipal, Ashik, Bangalore. And their camps have been doing wonders for Jiu-Jitsu in India, legitimate Jiu-Jitsu in India. There's many a camp in India who are doing great things for Indian Jiu-Jitsu. The talent has always been there. It is that got to find these diamonds in the rough and create a legacy. Ashik kind of drags him down, a little bit of a scramble. Fayaz maintaining control on top. Ashik gets the ankles and throws Fayaz and takes side control. That was beautiful. Tries to put the leg over, but then changes his mind. Takes side control, does Fayaz. Ashik. Fayaz creating that space. Not really working right now. Trying to get that knee in, but it's blocked by Ashik with his shin on Fayaz's belly. Trying to restrict his breathing, and Fayaz wants to get out, tries to reverse him, but Ashik plants with his left hand and maintains control as on mount. Fayaz not panicking at all. Both these boys keeping their wits, not panicking, and strategically trying to advance their position or defend their position. North-south, Ashik on top. Fayaz creating space. Ashik taking a couple of deep breaths, maintaining his position, trying to improve, gets knee on belly, shin on belly, takes mount easily, like a hot knife through butter. Fayaz unfazed, says he's game. Ashik setting up an arm lock, or trying to, listening to his corner for instructions, looking at his corner for instructions. Not sure if Ashik is trying to do show one thing, go for another. Looked like he was going for an arm lock before. Now he's trying to maneuver, possibly putting smother Fayaz, with his pressure from his torso. Resets, come back. I'm not sure if he's going for. Don't have a good angle on this right now. But either way, Fayaz is defending very well. And let me remind you, this is a submission only, first 10 minutes, and after that there is 2 1-minute rounds of overtime to see who pulls off a faster submission or who defends longer. The 2 positions given are spiderweb and or rear naked. Posturing for arm lock, pulling that elbow off the floor is Ashik, putting that forearm pressure.
1 minute left, 1 minute.
The last minute of the first 10 minutes is upon us. Both fighters, once again, and Fayaz just sneaks through the back door, slides back up, kind of a technical stand-up of sorts. Go back in a standing position, both of them, and left hand wrist control by Ashik. half collar tie by Fayaz. They're going back and forth with the wrist control on Fayaz's right and Ashik's left. Fayaz drops level, fakes a shoot. Pumbles, gets two. No, doesn't pumble, just gets two underhooks straight up. Now pushes him back away. Ashik, last 10 seconds, they're just like, what's up? We are going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
And it is time to flip the coin for the 2 1-minute rounds of overtime. And here we go, ref flips the coin. Fayaz calls, seems he won the toss, calls for seatbelt, and he will get Ashik's back. This is going to be quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
And Fayaz wins the toss, elects to take the back seat belt, and let's see how this goes. He kind of has his hooks, had his hooks sunk in, but Ashik is just so tall, and he turned in like nobody's business. That was less than 6 seconds or 8 seconds. 13 seconds is what it took Ashik to break that submission, and now he gets his 1 minute. And let's see if Fayaz is able to do it in lesser than 13 seconds. And no, Ashik has that control. And he does. He's got him off, and he did it. He did it. I don't believe it. What? Both of them have done 13 seconds.
Both of the athletes took 13 seconds to escape the submissions.
So 10 seconds faster. 10 milliseconds. 10 milliseconds faster. 13:59, 13:49.
So it seems Ashik escaped in 10 milliseconds longer than Fayaz.
It seems Ashik took 10 milliseconds longer than Fayaz. This is such this is bittersweet in terms of how this came down. So they are requesting to see. So what we are going to do is go for 2 more overtime rounds. Give me 1 second. So we are going to have 1 round each of OT, and let's see who takes it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so let me explain to the crowd of what is going on. We are going around for another round of overtime. This time, Ashik wins the toss and elects to take the back because both of them escaped their submissions in 13 seconds each. So let's see who takes the prize and go.
Ashik locks in a body triangle. Fayaz is not standing up. He should break that grip, which he has. He should have stood up and kind of made him slide off him, but he is not. Ashik is really keeping control, and he's probably had control, and he turns into him.
37.87. We'll go to milliseconds also.
37.87. 37 seconds and 87 milliseconds is what Fayaz took to escape. And Fayaz is holding on. He does not want to let. And Ashik has escaped. And Ashik wins the match.
9 seconds, 50 milliseconds.
I request everybody to give them a huge round of applause. Beautiful performance both by Fayaz and by Ashik.
Ashik wins this by escaping in 9 seconds and 50 milliseconds.
And the winner by escaping in 9 seconds and 50 milliseconds is red corner, Ashik, Institute of Jiu-Jitsu. Beautiful performance by both these athletes.